Can we
Mom
try
and Dad.
That's pretty good.
Should we get Matt Paxton in here?
Yeah, let's all hang together.
We're so late, though. All the guests are backing up.
Yeah, so he'll hang with us.
Yeah, of course.
Matt's a good guy.
Yes.
And you're at
From,
Gotham
Hoarders,
tonight,
of course.
tomorrow,
I'm at Gotham.
and Saturday.
Correct.
Very funny comic, Eliza.
Matt. How you doing, Matt? How you been? Take a seat.
All right,
Is he going to have to watch the video?
Oh, my God.
The horse?
It won't bother him.
No, we don't like him.
That's cleaner than most of the things.
We only like you.
Thanks.
Matt Paxton from Hoarders.
Oh, yeah.
What's up,
Clutter
everybody?
cleaner.
What's going on?
It's been a while, sir.
Yes. Coming to see you tonight.
You are?
Yes.
I
didn't know you were here.
Really?
Wow.
What a
What?
coincidence
Yeah,
that
man.
is.
I don't get to the city much. This is exciting to
I
see.
can
guys
go.
are cool.
You already got tickets, or should I get you some?
No, I think we already bought them.
You sure?
And you already knew you were going to go see her?
Yeah,
How weird is
like
that?
a pretty big deal, man.
I know she
Yeah.
is. That's why she's in
That's
here.
why I got to watch the horse video, right, guys?
Yes.
That's right.
All right,
That's
so
right.
what's this horse video?
Do you want to raise your mic a little bit? Sam, can you help Matt?
Don't,
can
don't
take
watch
this
it.
later.
It's not for you.
It's
that?
terrible.
Why? He
It's
does the
some
hoarding thing. I think he
pussy
can.
animal.
No, the
That's for a
horse.
living. I think I can.
This won't bother him at all.
I don't know where.
He'll look at that horse plus coming out and fucking laugh at it.
Let me just access his data.
Yeah. It's a big, huge horse zit that they pop and then.
Oh, the horse zit.
Do you ever watch
And they-
the ones that like people zits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So good.
But it's gratifying.
See, I think
It's
those are
also
worse.
gratifying a little bit.
The people
Yeah.
ones
It
are
is
way worse.
gratifying. Well, you do that for a living. You
I don't
pop,
pop zits
zit
for a
messes.
House zits, yeah.
It's like a
House
house
zits.
zit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're very infected.
Just, I mean, we've done this
God,
all morning, but
now I got to
Oh, well,
block
I
my.
see, yeah.
I
just
put the
give you a
mic
little
flag in
taste of
front.
this. A little taste.
It ain't
I
bad.
don't have to look.
It's not
I
bad.
can eat yogurt and watch this.
It's not
There's
bad.
something wrong with you.
Isn't that bad?
Oh my God.
It's not bad, right?
That's terrible.
What, the hoarder guy's
It
getting
looks-
freaked out?
That's
diarrhea.
disgusting.
Really?
Oh.
You don't like
Isn't that
that?
horrible?
No, that's horrific.
It's terrible.
And I just cleaned up 15,000 pounds of someone's urine.
15,000
pounds. Yeah.
Did they freeze it and put it in
Excuse me,
blocks?
gallons.
Okay.
gallons. What?
It was old Gatorade bottles.
That's like a tanker truck.
It was a whole house. Yeah.
Of urine?
And actually, legally, we couldn't put it on a tanker truck because it was too much urine.
Too much
So I had
urine to
figure out how
transport.
I had to figure out how to legally
Wait,
get rid
wait.
of 15,000 gallons.
You
of
back
piss.
up. Tell the story a little bit. So is this
Were they
not-
saving it
Some
on
guy
purpose?
peed.
It was her mother's. No, she was saving it on purpose.
I'm kidding.
She just literally could. It was her mother's. Her mother died, and she felt bad about throwing it away. And then she started peeing in
So they were
gallon jars.
hoarders
Aw, that's
before. The
sweet.
mom
Oh,
was
yeah,
a hoarder.
yeah. This lady, fascinating. She had like gone under the radar her entire life. She was like 45, and like the state didn't know she existed. She was totally off the grid. Her mom had just hit her. Then her mom dies, and the county finds out about her. And it's by far the worst house I've ever been in.
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was 5-gallon buckets of shit all over the house, just open.
and they can
Man.
show that on TV, or is it all
No,
just no?
actually, the network called me today. They're like, we have to blur half of the show.
That sounds like your season finale.
It's not even the finale.
Oh, really?
Oh, man. When is this
There's
one?
a liquid cat one that was even worse.
A liquid cat?
A refrigerator full of liquefied cats.
These people should be shot.
I had to throw my clothes away because it went through the Tyvek
Oh, my
seats.
God.
I literally left the place just in my underwear driving down.
Well, now the liquefied cat place, were they people still eating in that house?
She was living there, yeah.
How did
I had
you-
to spend the new thing this season. They got me spending the night.
Yes, spending the
Why?
night.
It's because it's haunted.
No, they just want to. Well, half the ratings, obviously. They
why
want
you're
us
here.
to like. they just-
Gotham.
I know this is gonna be good. They wanted us to see what it was like to be in the mind of a hoarder at night, and I figured I knew it all. I've been doing this most of my life, and it's totally different, man. Once the lights are out and there's no sun, like you're laying there trying to sleep. And then all of a sudden you feel something moving under you, and you're like, is that a rat? Is that a cat?
shit.
Is that a person?
Yeah.
Like, what's that crawling across me? Like, what's that in my hair?
Have you had like roaches crawl on you and fleas?
Oh, roaches.
Have you ever found a body, a dead body,
I
a
have
person's
not.
body?
Another body, the guy Corey, the other guy, she found a body.
A body?
Yeah, the lady had rolled it up in her husband had died. He rolled it up in a shower curtain,
Oh,
and then she
God.
just forgot.
They rolled it up in
I'm
another
still gonna
body.
get you in on a hoard. I just haven't found a good
go,
one.
Matt.
I haven't found
I've
a good
been
one.
waiting.
For
We've
you.
been right back
man.
to
I'm trying
town.
to find a New York one.
Can I ask you a question? Because
Yes.
I watch that show. I watch all of them. I watch all that filth. Do you ever? Because the people are not mentally they're not
No,
sane.
they're messed up,
Do you
yeah.
ever at the end just wish you could shoot them in the head? 'Cause these people will vote eventually if they take their
They
medication.
will never vote. They will never get out
They
of the
might
house
get to
or
the, but
anything.
they're doing what's the point of having them on the planet? I mean, I guess it gives you a job, but
It does. Supports my family. I will say this year is the first year I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? There's nothing I can do to help
Are you
this
ever mean
person.
to them?
Really?
No, I can't be. I'll make fun of them on like
Behind
as
their
a part of the team. No, like I'll pick on myself and I'll pick on them and I'd like to try to get them They've been alone for 10, 15 years.
One thing I've
Rightfully
seen,
so.
I've seen Matt do is you don't take any crap when they start giving you, like, you won't just off the bat walk in the house and go, "Hey, you slob, look at this place."
Yeah,
but when they start going like getting all rambunctious about their dumb little thing, "I'm not throwing this away, and you were never a son to me," and like Matt gets in there and goes, "Hey,
Right.
this isn't what we're addressing. Here's
Yeah, we were filming on Father's Day this year, and as a new dad, I've never actually been home on Father's Day. I've been filming all 3 Father's Days we've been alive, and this lady started saying I was a bad son. And I was like, "Bitch, please!" And I just lost my
good for you.
shit.
You went all black and sassy.
I was like, "Let's go." I was like, "Here you go." I was like, "Get a bag." And so I made her just pick up dead cats for like 2 hours.
Oh,
I got to go
got
back
it
to the
all over.
liquefied cat thing. How does a cat get to the point it's liquefied,
Put
and how is it in the freezer?
You put it in a Ziploc first, and then you label it, and then you put that label on the Ziploc, then you seal it because you got to know what day
Oh, well,
the
of
cat
course
would
you
die.
do.
Sure.
You
It's
gotta know
good
the
to
name.
document.
You need to be
King
organized. Then you put it in the lettuce drawer of the refrigerator, and then that fills up. And then the crisper, and then you go to the vegetable or the fruit one, and then it just fills up and fills up.
with different cats.
And you know how like when you ever clean a house where there's like
so
a
it
little
wasn't
bit
in
of
the freezer. It was in the
the
actual
whole thing was all the way. The freezer was
everything
easier.
The whole thing.
The freezer's easier because it's frozen.
Right,
You
sure.
just pull the whole. You can get 100 cats out with one.
yeah,
pull.
meat
How many
and
were in
vegetables
there?
and everything just turns to
There was
mush.
there was no food. It was all cats.
How many cats?
I stopped at 250. I stopped counting.
And there's
Wow.
definitely more.
Oh,
obviously,
yeah, it was awful.
Wait, can I ask you another question?
Yes.
So when they come in and they sit
Monday nights, 9 o'clock.
and when they sit with the hoarders and like the therapist comes in and she goes piece by piece through each piece of garbage. She's like, "Can we keep this? Can we not?"
I don't sort dead cats.
No,
To
not
me,
you,
that's an
but
all
them.
keep. Yeah.
But do you guys ever just like lose your patience? You're like, "It's all garbage."
Oh yeah.
And you just like snap on them
Oh,
because
yeah.
those go through gum wrappers and be like, "This one means something." This one
It's
doesn't."
so stupid.
At like 11,000
They don't deserve
gallons of urine.
rights.
At
Yeah.
like 11,000 gallons of urine. I was separating by the color of the urine, and I was like, "This is dark. This is clearly your mother's. This is light. This was clearly yours." I was like, "This was your mom's. This was yours.
man.
Can we let your mom's go since she's not going to use it? Like she's passed away."
How would you feel
You'll
if
use
I
yours.
took this bottle of urine outside the house and just, took
Then
it away
they would
from
freak
you?
out.
The anxiety
Then it would
level
be-
10. Anxiety level 10.
Well, this season is just gone. Each one is like, I say Hoarders All Stars. Like each one, I mean, it's a TV show, so obviously the network's trying to
Right.
pump it up, and TV's
Sure.
not doing great across the board. So of course they're doing things to switch it up. But I actually dig the spending the night thing because
Yeah.
it's just so different, and I don't get freaked out a lot anymore.
Do you talk into like a night cam? You're
Yeah,
like,
it's
"I
totally-
just had a turtle."
Oh, it's
Yeah.
very, it's very, very Blair
I
Witchy.
have
when you
not
watch
taken a
that,
shit.
yeah.
I've not taken a shit.
You
or
see,
piss.
you seen the rats?
Right.
You've seen the rats, right?
Oh.
When you've been sleeping
The rats
overnight?
are everywhere. The problem
What
like,
about mice?
mice don't make it usually. It's either the cats have made it, or
Right.
like the cats beat out the mice,
Right.
and the rats beat out the cats,
And the rats also beat
and
out
the roaches
mice.
beat out everybody.
Roaches will,
Yeah, yeah.
they'll
Roaches will
outlive
win
everyone every
everything.
time.
How
And
many?
you'll stay in one of their houses without a cot or anything? You'll sleep on
I
their
just
bed?
lay wherever they were laying.
Yuck!
And there's one this season where I had to just lay down. It was just cat shit. So I just had to lay down in a pile of cat
So how
shit.
long are you really in there?
I made it
an
about
hour
10
for-
minutes on that one, and I just couldn't do it.
And then they
Yeah,
make
yeah.
believe you were sleeping.
No,
but they,
I'm
all right,
honest
let's
with
film
it.
10 or 15
I'm
minutes.
honest with it. It's just me.
Enough to do it.
They put GoPros up, and it's just me.
Wow.
And me and the hoarder. And so, I mean,
Oh, you have to talk to this part, like tell
Oh,
each
yeah.
other bedtime stories.
yeah, we're just hanging out.
Do they ask
Kind of
you?
like college, hanging
do they
out a bunch of
keep-
shit.
they
and I
must
see
be
They've
what we-
never been
you
to
know.
college.
Do they keep asking if you have to shit? So
I
they
do
can
ask
collect
that.
your shit.
The network is like, "What? You got to eat dinner with them." I'm like, "I'm not going to eat dinner with these."
You
people
know
in
they're
the
just
house.
circling you, wondering when you're going to shit so
when-
they can collect the goodness.
He tries to be polite and asks him, "Would you like to use the living room?"
They see a clear baggie with M. Paxton written on it.
They're just waiting.
Yeah.
And waiting.
Target bags, I have learned this year. Target bags are the preferred bag to shit in.
So how about
The
we
Walmart
get,
bags are too thin.
how about we work a deal out with Target and say stop selling the fucking bags?
I'm sure they're
Yeah.
getting
That's Target's
pissed about
fault.
showing the bags.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
How many
Yeah.
how many cockroaches have you seen in one time?
We saw one. This is a great story. We did one in St. Louis where the house, like, it had about 2 feet of cobwebs across the roof. And the cockroaches would run up the wall and just live. So it was about 2 feet of cockroaches. And
They were living in the web?
They were living in the web. And it was full. And it was just raining cockroaches.
Oh,
so you'd hit
man.
it. You would hit it, and just hundreds of cockroaches would
All
come
right.
down.
Got the
but this is the
goosebumps
good
here.
part. This is the good part.
Why did I come?
We convinced. Did I just totally ruin
The
your day?
minute I got here, it's
That doesn't sound like a nice
waiting.
living situation.
Here's the best part. We then convinced the junk guys that they had to duct tape their assholes so the cockroaches wouldn't run up into him.
Come on.
And one of the new guys was like, okay, sounds like a plan.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God,
do it.
that's hilarious.
He went in a truck and duct taped his ass.
You gotta duct tape this guy's penis into your asshole to make sure that it's plugged up. Make sure.
None of the other guys. I mean, these guys do it every day, so they know it. This one guy totally fell for
But
it.
then poor Emilio Estevez had to confess that in the Breakfast Club.
And
She ripped it off and skin came off. It was terrible.
I'm pretty sure a cockroach isn't going to get in my asshole, though.
No.
No way.
These cockroaches
They will.
No fucking way, man.
That's the safest place in the room.
The guy that I forgot what his name
Probably
is, but he was the guy
best
that
smelling.
spent time in the house on the last episode, was it? And it was bugs like all over the place, spiders. That was that
Oh, cool.
giant
Yeah.
spider on the wall.
Yeah.
And then he's sleeping in this house where it's just bugs everywhere.
I know nothing about bugs, and I need to know more because you're looking, you're like, wow, that's a really interesting looking spider. It's like 3 inches wide. Like, I wonder if it's poisonous.
They get big from eating cats.
Yeah, exactly.
Liquefied cat.
I want to see the video of Sam. Can you where's Sam? Can you help him find the video of the that? I want to see that cobweb roach thing. Is that online anywhere?
It might be. Yeah.
I really want to see that. That sick.
don't
Roaches
even know.
really creep me out more than
Anything
anything.
to get that
The raining cockroach
horse thing off there.
That is disgusting.
Disturbing.
Not a lot disgusts me. That does.
That's
Yeah,
so
raining
bad.
cockroaches would
Something
get me.
about roaches.
So that one story isn't going to be the finale of the show this year?
No.
Could you give us a hint of the finale?
So well, I've got 3 more to film this month.
Oh, okay.
And I have no idea what they are. They've gotten
Yeah.
smarter. They don't tell me.
Right.
I just
okay.
show up. I get the write up on the plane.
Surprise.
Now they do fly me 2 days early now, so I get to hang out with the Hoarder a lot more and get to know them.
Do they
But I
fly
don't
you
have a
coach or
clue.
first?
Dude, backseat middle, man. Every
Oh, my
fucking
goodness.
time.
Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
you
Thank
made
you,
it.
our travel agent Anna. We call it the Anna Special.
She's a bad
Ridiculous.
person.
I thought it was just
They hate
this
me.
place.
I'm like, first I'm cleaning up shit, and now, I mean, literally at one flight I was behind the bathroom, like the one.
Well,
the
that
seat
shouldn't
right
bother
next
you
to
at
the
all.
bathroom.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should
yeah.
love the bathroom.
Just pissing in bottles and leaving them on the plane.
I mean, it is reality TV. We're bottom.
Are you afraid you're going to be mentally scarred from all this?
I did this season. I got attacked by a crack addict family, and
Really?
that fucked me up. Yeah, that comes on in 2 weeks, and that was
Jeez.
this dude. I didn't. We just thought the family like had some dead problems, and
They
a lot
all
of my
got some
guys are
issues.
a lot of my guys recovering. We all got issues. I got addictions. We all got them. A lot of my guys are recovering addicts, and so I was trying to give the guy benefit of the doubt. But as soon as we got to the bottom of this room, I realized, shit, we got had. Like, the whole network just got taken. This family just had a bunch of needles and a bunch of crack at the bottom of this room, and they just wanted us to clean it up. And so we're filming, and I realized, like, oh, motherfucker, we just got taken.
Cleaning up a crack house.
In 2 minutes, literally. And I mean, we had filled up 3 or 4 of those sharps containers with needles, and we were already at our limits. When this guy comes back out of nowhere, just irate and just totally, I mean, fired up. And he had told us that he had done a lot of time, so I was like, the guy's up front, but he told me he was sober, and I was like, this fucker ain't sober.
Why was he
is
mad at
lit
you?
up. He said I took some of his crack, which it didn't.
Which you did.
Oh,
That
man.
was
Cleaned it up.
Clear. I did find, I took some needles that I told him he couldn't take, because I didn't want my guys to get pricked.
Stabbed or whatever.
And
Pricked.
the guy just fucking went nuts and just came after me. And like, and I'm obviously clearly not a fighter. And all I did was just move out of the way, and he just
Yeah,
fell
let
on
him
the
go.
ground into a big puddle.
Puddle
But he
of
got in my
liquefied
face.
cat.
He had me in my face, just screaming. I'd never been in a situation where I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get my ass kicked like hard."
Right.
And I've
What were
had
the
my ass
cameramen
kicked.
doing? Just
They
fucking
put-
filming it?
They put their cameras
holding the boom.
down.
Oh,
That's
wow.
when I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, 'cause they never do
When
that.
You don't have any
Nobody
security?
was filming.
You don't have one big guy?
No, God, no. I mean, we got nothing. And I'm looking around. I'm thinking, well, I hope it's rolling because this is going to be a good scene. And then I realized that they took their cameras down. I was like, fuck, I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Wow.
I'm feeling a lot of
Yeah.
similarities between your show and my dating show. We have similar contestants. I don't know if you call yours contestants, but
Wait, Matt? Is it on that
I'm
page?
looking for it. I'm looking for it.
I really want to see
God.
those fucking roaches living in the ceiling.
They're just. What do you like as far as the show goes? It's got to be a fine line because there's the cluttery hoarders that have just a lot of clutter, a lot of things they buy, new
Yeah.
things that are still in the bags, and then the disgusting hoarders where there's shit and piss. And I got to be frank with you, man. Those are the best ones on the show.
Those are the ones.
when
They're the
they're
ones I
just
get.
disgusting.
I can't. Where I lose my shit is on the ones that are like paper hoarders.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm not interested in
You're not-
short
yeah,
paper.
okay.
I need.
So you do-
remember,
you
I'm
like
a recovering
that.
addict, so I need. This is my high, man. Like this is my new thing. So now if it's like, I need 251 dead cats now for
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
one. Like
Right.
249 doesn't
not
do
doing
it.
it for you.
It just didn't enough.
What's the? I think we probably asked you this last time, but what was the worst smell?
I have a new one for you,
Oh.
and it's really. I
story.
was thinking about it this morning,
Oh,
and it's really
no.
for you.
Oh, thanks.
We've started doing to hit on the other issues. Obviously, we're all recovering addicts. All my guys are ex-cons, and so we all have that need. And we've had to, just hoarding isn't enough anymore, so we've started doing crime scene cleanup now. and the
Holy
BioClean
shit.
stuff.
What?
And it's extremely lucrative, like unbelievable. No one wants to do it.
Right.
Clean a dead body, ain't nobody interested. And if you can do it with compassion, it's extremely lucrative. So we really dig it. And our first one was a hoarder. And we tell all the hoarders, we're like, if you don't clean this up, you can have a heart attack. You're not gonna make it out the room.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
the guy didn't make it out the house, and he died at the front door. But he was a loner. Nobody knew. This is in our home in Virginia where I live, and we get the call a month later after this 100-degree summer that we had. His body sat there and decayed for a month before the neighbors smelt it. I got out of my car and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Just right there in
just
front of the
100 yards
yeah.
out. So then, this is where it gets really interesting. The cops get called.
Bless you.
The cops get called, and then this comes up on this guy's record that he had been arrested before for possession of C4.
Oh,
So they had proof of him having bomb-making materials in the house. Bomb squad comes, and they find booby traps in the yard.
Wow.
And so they're like, we can't go in. We got to use a water cannon. Well, at this point, we didn't know this dude was up right against the front
Still
door.
there.
100 yards out, they put a water cannon on the front door, and it just rips the front door. I mean, it's
Water
like a
cannon
jet.
will open it?
Oh my god, it'll blow a house up. I mean, it's as strong as a gun. It just ripped the door right off. It's like a battering ram. But what we didn't know was there was this 1-month-old body that had just been decaying. It's like a gelatinous, jello. So it rips his body wide
Must
open.
have come apart.
And his stuff just goes all over. So then, and there's no body now to remove because the body's gone. So they're like, all right, can you clean this up for us? And
It's like Saw.
yeah, it's awful.
It just seems like such a serious issue to be dealing with, and the psychological ramifications
Are
for
massive.
someone like. I mean, this is the same network that airs like Lady Hoggers and like
Yeah.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Now the dog got canceled.
Okay, but
yes.
Cajun Justice.
Yes.
So it just seems odd that they would take on such a mentally heavy show.
You know, people love it. Makes them feel better about their own life.
I love it.
That's
What
why
was
people
it?
watch.
I
it.
watch it.
Yeah, I think it is.
What was the biggest part of the
love
body
it.
you found?
Please.
There had to be one piece of the body
Yeah,
left.
this was the best part. we did look. We did look for a penis.
It's just
Never
rolling
found
on the floor.
Yeah, everybody
We-
kisses it.
We
Each other's
found,
faces.
and let me make it clear for any A&E executive listening, this was not an A&E show. This was a private
Right,
job that we did.
yeah.
I get in trouble for that. When they got the body part cleaned up, that was fine. And remember, a lot of my guys are. I mean, I got one guy that did 20 years for murder, so he's really happy to just have a job.
Have someone kill them
So,
for him.
Yeah, exactly. So he's seen all that. So it's not as big a deal for a lot of my guys. But it's messed me up. Now, since I've had kids, it started to mess me up a little bit. But this one was weird when I thought there was a big rat, a dead rat I was picking up. And it was stuck to like this big pile of paper, and I'm pulling on it. And I'm in a full biosuit, so I've got a mask on, and I mean, you can't see anything. And I pull the hair. Well, I pulled what I think is
rat hair?
a dead rat. I think it's rat hair, and I pick it up, and I realize it's a scalp. It's this dude's mullet, and he's got a sweet-ass mullet about 2 feet long. And so I look at my partner, and of course his mask is filling up, but he's just throwing up, just left and right.
No
And so
way.
you can't take off your mask because then you're compromised. So he's running out of the house, and the whole time I'm like, do I put the mullet on my head for a picture?
That's
do we
what I
just
would be
let it
wrestling
be?
with at that time. That's the question
Where
I'd
are
be
you going to
wondering.
find a mullet ever again?
Like that. Yeah, sure.
It was
Oh,
awful.
wow.
We ended up we found rocket launchers. We actually called the bomb squad 3 times on
This guy was crazy.
He was out there, man.
Yeah.
We found a landmine from like Vietnam.
What
So we had to
happened-
hand pick the house. piece
What
by
happens to
piece.
the house after you're done? Don't they just
had
burn
to,
it
they had
down?
to demolish it. Yeah.
How many states like or do you do this? And it's just in one.
We'll go anywhere.
It's just
yeah.
all in Florida.
Oh yeah, we'll go anywhere. Florida is very Ohio and Florida is very, very. Florida is one of the most.
Swing
No
states.
offense.
It's
Florida
yeah.
is one of the most
Swing
disgusting
states.
places
Sorry, Mom.
in the world.
You want to go
No
to
idea.
Alaska because it's cold, so things won't stink as bad.
I've never been to
All the
Alaska.
frozen cats you can eat.
Yeah.
You should go to Alaska.
Mullets.
Hoarders, Alaska.
Hawaii's
You ice road
bad.
truckers and hoarders together.
Yeah, we could
Hawaii.
pack it all up. Hawaii's really bad. I mean,
Yeah.
every house. We did a hoarder's house in Hawaii, and I was just excited to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, sure.
And we drove down the street, and we stopped at 2 other houses, thinking that they were the
Ah.
hoarder houses,
wow.
and they weren't.
That bad?
Hey,
Yeah.
You talk about being compromised. What kind of shit could you get if you didn't have that mask on?
We just, oh my god! I mean, the hantavirus is bad. That came up a couple weeks ago. One of
Right,
the clean crews from another show didn't properly test it. The main thing is your lung diseases, and then I mean you could get infested and get some really bad intestinal
Parasites
disease.
or whatever?
Yeah, you get some really bad intestinal disease.
Yeah, you're just breathing in, unless you have the masks on, you're breathing in shit. Ground
it's like
up
drinking
shit.
It's just, I mean, it's fecal matter. It's fecal dust, and that'll get it. Just like salt on your meal. Except it's poop.
Except it's.
I feel bad
Wow.
about complaining about cigarettes at comedy clubs.
Yeah, not so bad.
Not so bad, no.
But like, if you put me in a cube, like in a regular job, I'd go crazy.
Right,
Like I couldn't.
right.
Now I couldn't
That's
go
worse.
back to a legit job. I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh yeah.
Are there any
Hooked up in a
comedy-
stuffy office?
Yeah.
Someone put the stuff back in the desk. You're like, what are you doing? I'm straightening up. What the fuck? For what? Is there any comedy clubs that you can smoke in anymore, Eden?
I think the Improv in Addison, and then there's one in I think the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida. I want to say you can.
Addison?
I might have made that up, but I'm pretty sure it's right. But in Addison, I think it's like one show a weekend or something. Last time I was there, they let them.
I'm doing that in November. I hope not.
Double check. Maybe they got rid of. Maybe they came to their senses.
I can't take it anymore.
It's disgusting.
What, just eyes? Just burn? I mean, your eyes just burn
and you
out?
leave smelling, and there's haze, and it's just if you don't smoke, it's disgusting.
I mean, I'm from Richmond, Virginia, so they passed that law.
Oh, yeah.
But no one gives a shit.
Right.
And so
Right.
every bar, they're like, we'll pay the fucking fine.
That's cigarette-
Everybody come here and smoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just pay the fine each night. They
territory.
don't care.
How much is
Philip
the
Morris
fine?
it's like $50 a night.
That's it.
Yeah, it's nothing. They don't care. They just
How
pay
did
the
that
fine.
even pass in that state?
I don't know because
it's
it's,
amazing.
it's literally our biggest employer.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, we lost Circuit City. We lost a bunch of big companies went down in our city. So really, it's all that's left is tobacco.
Wow.
Circuit City was Virginia
Yeah,
based.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was like 8,000 jobs in our city.
Oops.
And
There's no
it's-
more Circuit Cities.
No.
no, no.
Do you think Radio Shack is next?
No, Best
Yeah, how
Buy's
do they
gonna
hang
go down.
on?
I don't know how Radio Shack is
You're right.
managed.
It's always been the worst.
I'll
There's
tell you
a-
how, because their
it should've
stores
been
are
the-
small.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think they have small
They didn't
stores.
overextend.
Kiosk.
Yeah.
It's one
There's
step
No-
above.
nothing in them that anyone wants.
Well,
3 or
nothing
4
that we
employees.
want.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
that we want.
That's true.
We're not their target market.
bomb-
We're not rolling in
JVC
there.
DVD
bomb
players.
makers. Yeah. Guys that need a fucking switch with an LED in a box. Yeah.
But they're always tiny stores. That's why they never have anything I want. They stink. But they're not like, Best Buy will have fucking 250 employees. But you're right, they are next.
Yeah.
You think Best Buy's in trouble?
They're in deep
No, they're
trouble.
Deep shit.
I mean, I'll go to Best Buy to look at the product, and then I'll buy it on Amazon.
then
on my
you
phone.
buy it
Everyone-
online.
but
in the store. I'll be in the Best Buy store
thank
and
you.
make a purchase.
that's
on Amazon.
happening.
cheaper?
That's happening.
Yeah.
Like
to-
$100 cheaper. Yeah.
I'm going to go to the Amazon showroom.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, that's
pretty
I
much
think
it.
that's what's next.
that's
Someone
what-
will create an Amazon showroom
Right.
that it's just there's an item sitting there and then you just buy it.
Because
Right.
everyone's doing
Just
that,
leave.
not just for at
Yeah.
Best Buy. These places are in trouble. You just want to check out the product live. Oh, okay,
Staples
this is what
will
it looks
last,
like.
Nice.
And
right?
then you go home and you fucking make
Why?
a deal. Huh?
Staples, I think, or Office Depot.
Staples.
No, but
Staples,
those
'cause
office
it's
places,
One of
office
those stores
supplies.
where you go in and you're like, I just need one thing, and then I buy stuff for I don't even have an office, and I'm like, well, we need colored Post-its and a barrel of pretzels for the office. It gets you, or like I've got a pack
Why
of
do
like
they
colored
have a
Sharpies
barrel of pretzels at
for
Staples?
the snack room.
Barrel
The
of
snack room.
pretzels.
Yeah.
The snack office snacks.
You do feel compelled to just buy things because it's nice to have
Yes!
a nice thing of paper.
Yeah.
I want a ream. I need a ream
ream.
of paper.
Ream someone with a ream
that
of paper.
folders with colored tabs on
Yeah, I'm
them.
going to redo my filing cabinet.
Yeah.
It makes you want to get organized.
Oh, and then you never do.
I bought
never
1,000
do.
coffee filters from there.
Oh, wow.
I don't have a coffee machine.
Yeah, why would you?
You don't have any employees.
I don't have. I got a dog.
A dog.
I got a dog.
My long-haired
He
dachshund.
drinks coffee.
My filing cabinet has needed to be redone for 8 years. I have taxi, business meal, and Valtrex. Those are my 3 fucking sections. I need an office manager.
What else about Hoarders? What are we looking forward to?
Oh man, this season the crack addict episode I'm excited to see. I don't
that's
know
in
what's
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 2 weeks. The poop one is next week. That 15,000. I actually had to potty train an adult. That was very interesting.
Are you kidding?
What?
I
just
started
do it.
There's something
channeling
wrong with you.
my 2.5. There might be.
I think it's you, not them. Because you're not even blinking when you're telling us
I
about
love this stuff, man.
Yeah, there's something
I got
wrong
the
with
best
you.
gig in the world.
I know. We learned that
Yeah.
last time.
I got the best
Matt's
gig in the world,
twisted.
man.
Yeah.
Did you get that picture I texted you? I don't know if it went through.
Which one?
It was the worst toilet I'd ever seen.
No.
Oh, wow.
Down the hall.
I hope you still have
I
it.
did. I got it on my phone.
I'm
I
so
texted
glad you're
someone
coming to my
yesterday.
show tonight.
Wait, you had a potty train in an adult?
This
Toilet
lady,
I ever seen.
I'd be
Girl
like-
I dated.
How'd you potty train it? Was it with a bucket and a whip? Every time she got around.
That's not your job, Matt. That's not your
Eh,
job.
well,
And did she get to
situation.
keep what was in the bucket after?
I actually gave her candy every time that she.
Oh,
actually went
that's
to the bathroom.
sweet. Great.
Is that an Android?
It's great.
It is.
Something,
I'm
something
like the
to
only
shit
guy on
out. That was
Android.
very smart.
Yeah.
I think Matt,
it's the
I
worst.
think Matt gets boners. As
I
he's-
know.
I've
Going
never
through
gotten a
some of these
boner in a
things.
horse. Someone asked me that. I've never gotten a boner, and I'll get a boner
Why
just
not?
outside in the air.
Turns you on a
I've
little
never
bit,
gotten a
though.
boner in a
This stuff
hoarder's
turns
house.
you on a little bit.
Yeah.
I did pee one time in a hoarder's house. I couldn't make it out. I had to piss.
I would pee in a Hoarders.
Did
And
you
then I
go to
was
the
like-
toilet or did you just do
I
it
just
right
pissed
there?
in the
Right.
basement. I
It
mean, with-
increased the property
there was
value.
just shit everywhere. And I felt so bad about it afterwards because you're supposed to be respectful. But I couldn't. I was going to piss
you
my
know.
pants, so I pissed in the corner. And then I'm like, holy shit, I put my dick out
Oh no!
in this house.
What
and all I
latched
had
onto
was,
it?
We ended up just got in the back of the truck and just started wiping my dick off with handy wipes from the
Wiping my
chicken
dick
wing
off with the
place.
guy's hand.
That was
Sweet
awful.
mullet you took.
Oh, that mullet was.
Wipe it off with the mullet.
And I don't mean to sound disrespectful to the family, but when else are you going to see a
what are
mullet?
you
They're
gonna
not
do?
listening. They don't
You know,
own any
they're not.
electronics.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I'd be
so
all
they
over
own-
the
one.
place.
They own 400
They're dead.
VCRs.
That they got at Radio
They're not going
Shack.
to listen to us.
And not throw one away.
Let me see this picture.
I know, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
It's
A toilet.
I couldn't believe it.
And when you have to potty train an adult, what like?
It's very difficult. I mean,
Didn't even know how to
old's your
sit
son?
on it.
Oh, your son's what, 2?
What happened?
How old's your son?
Almost 2.5.
So you're doing that right now. It's the same age as my son.
oh, yeah.
We're right in it.
Yeah, where you have begun.
Yeah, it's awful.
Is there a picture? You see a picture of the toilet?
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Oh boy.
I like how I reach for it. I'm so
the
excited.
phone's not dirty, just the
Oh
picture.
my gosh. Oh, it doesn't get bigger.
That's the actual toilet. When I forwarded you that picture, I was like, there's no way you got it, because I would have gotten a bigger response.
There's a lot of
can
duty
I say
in that.
what's interesting about that picture is that there's a Pavlovian response where once you've used it to keep depositing the toilet paper in there, but
Yeah.
it's not flushing, so there's really no point.
It's 2
But they
feet
have-
above the toilet.
They have the sanity to place it in the proper receptacle.
It's 2 feet above
And
the
she
toilet.
was too
What the
short.
fuck am I looking at?
She would have had to like stand on something.
Stand
to shit
on something
to make that
and then
pop keep
just-
The
going.
Lorax.
It looks like
My bathroom after a vegetable juice. Nice fucking
terrible.
beet juice.
looks like a volcano
I
erupted.
know. It does look like a fourth grade.
Why bother
science
going into the
project.
bathroom at that point?
Did you tweet this?
God no.
Why not?
Is this your
I guess
Facebook
nobody
picture?
wants to see that stuff.
Everybody wants to
I
say
know.
it.
Send it to me. You
I
watch
know.
how fast I
If you
tweet
tweet
this
it,
shit.
so be it. I'm not tweeting it.
I'll tweet it.
We'll all tweet it.
I'll tweet it, too.
Send it us.
I'll retweet it.
God.
I don't tweet. I'll retweet it.
I'll favorite it.
I'll like it.
And I do, by the way, thank you for tweeting me on it. You doubled my tweet. my
Please,
Twitter
I
followers.
I love sitting there watching the show and tweeting along. It's just
I barely
it's
watch
so
the show
much
anymore.
fun.
I'm just on Twitter
Yeah, it's-
during it, interacting with everybody.
It's a very interactive
At Clutter.
Twitter show.
at Clutter Cleaner.
At Clutter Cleaner.
It is a very interactive Twitter show. You could watch it, tweet. People are just disgusted by things. Some funny jokes. It's just
Well,
it's a great thing.
I get the poll. I call them the opposites. Like I get all these really positive posts
Right,
from all the
yeah.
family members.
Right.
And then you chime in. What the fuck is this
I know.
shit?
I
And then
read
your
them too.
fans-
It's like
your fans just, of course, get relentless very
oh,
quickly.
they're terrible.
And
Yeah.
it's the only time I ever had to like delete something when they
Yeah,
just like the
yeah.
most blatantly racist shit
Oh, I
ever.
know.
It's just like, ugh, I
You know
can't.
what? I've gotten
can't do
that
this.
too. I've been like, I'm trying to have like a semi-civilized debate with somebody on Twitter, and then you just read what the listeners do, and it's like, oh, okay, is that where you're bringing this down to? Really?
How many of them are just? How many you got? You got like a million fans. How many are just total assholes?
100%.
Is it
God.
100%?
It's way up there.
As far as the Twitterers go,
It's way
wow,
up there.
there's a lot.
Unfortunately.
There's a lot.
I
but
think your fans are nice.
Aren't they amazing?
I've done a lot of
you're-
podcasts.
because you're a
but-
girl.
No, but it's very easy for
They
people.
like girls.
Yeah, funny and
Most
good looking.
people
I'm sure
don't.
everybody.
Yeah.
hates
I get
Yeah.
your fans are very nice to me. I've done podcasts where people are like, "Oh, she's just mean things for no reason," and your fans have always been very cool.
Really mean thing. What could they possibly
Like
say?
the C word for no reason.
Oh.
That's not nice.
There's no reason. Is there ever really no reason to call a girl that? Come on.
Well, I'm
Let's be
involved.
honest with each other.
I'm involved, but I like your fans.
That's good. They'll love that. They're going to do nothing but tweet you now. And,
With the C word.
no, with the cockpicks, whatever.
Oh, great.
There you go.
Now that Ann suggested
My
it.
mom just texted me and she said, "Horse zits, women with penises in their mouths." Really, Eliza?
She's listening.
She's upset now.
Why would she
Oh
listen?
man.
Well, what
She's
would,
really likes to
what
listen.
would she like us to talk about?
No.
Text her back. I want to know what
She's
she
hearing
likes.
it.
Huh?
She can hear it. She could just text her.
All right, yeah. What would you like us to talk about?
Madam
with your
Schlesinger, what would
daughter?
you like us to discuss?
no.
With your
I
daughter.
shouldn't have brought it up.
That's okay.
No, I want to see what her suggestion
How
is.
do you
That'd be
handle
nice.
your-
Parents intermittently know how to use texting. It comes and it goes.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me
You
ask
text
you.
your
Is that how it works?
Do you only
Yeah.
date white guys?
I have only dated white guys.
Okay, cool.
Admit that on the radio. Who I date. Oh, it's on? Oh, sorry.
Have you ever slept with a black guy?
No.
I'm just trying to think of what mom would want to hear.
Not that. Wow.
How do you deal with your mom?
We didn't
listening?
sleep.
Because
What?
your comedy's not the cleanest of comedy in the world.
pretty
How
clean.
do you deal with your mom? My grandma is on Facebook now, and that has created
Oh,
a really
man.
big issue.
Yeah, the grandma's got to get off the fucking Facebook.
I got called by
That's
A&E.
happening to everybody now.
A&E called me and said, you got to get your grandma to stop posting about the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she just, I'm her boy. And she kind of raised me, and she gets very defensive. And so if someone says you're an asshole, my grandson's not an asshole. He saves lives. He's a really good guy. And she'll individually, and she'll spend all day.
Did you have a talk with her?
I was like, Nanny, you can't do this. Like, this isn't appropriate. And she's like, what do you mean I can't do it? And like, she still doesn't get technology. So like, her message.
She's hoarding postings.
Her message is my aunt's name because she went to look up my aunt, and she did it in the message thing instead of the search, and then she never changed it. So her message for 2 years has been my aunt's first name. But then she just goes on and defends me. And then I have like this, I sell, trying to make some money because I'm on reality TV. We made a golden poop Christmas ornament. So it's like you make those brass college ornaments, it's that, but it's a big pile of poop.
Well, at least you're taking the whole thing seriously.
Deep psychological problems, and he's selling fucking poop for your Christmas tree.
Brandon, we sold a bunch. My grandma was devastated. And she's like, you're going to be broke. How can you raise a family on poop ornaments? And like, she gets so upset. I'm like, it's a joke. It's a gag. We're only selling 1,000. Relax.
She sounds like she has a great sense of humor.
She's a pretty funny lady. Really? How do you tell your
Nanny
family to chill
to
out?
lighten up?
Yeah, how do you tell your family to,
I can't imagine. I mean, you're obviously much more high profile than me. I mean,
I'm very famous. Watch out.
My mother cried.
They
My
know
mother
who I am.
cried. I told you when she heard something I said on the show.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was
How long
joking.
ago?
A couple years ago.
Your grandma?
My mother.
Oh, your
What was
mother.
it?
I was literally kidding. We were talking about guys who are too attached to their mothers and how awful that is. And I was joking, and I said, like, I don't know how my dad fucks her.
Oy.
But I was kidding.
Oh,
Like,
no.
and she was like, why would you say that? I'm like, I was joking. It's
Oh, man.
in the context of sons that are too attached to their mother, sometimes you say things and they get like...
Did you feel bad?
No, because I knew how I felt bad that she felt bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel bad that I said it because I remember the context in which it was
Oh, I didn't
said.
mean feel bad about saying it, but just,
Oh, yeah.
any dumb thing that
Of
sets
course.
them off and they start crying, you're just like, oh, God.
Oh, that, of course.
My wife calls that a Paxton apology. I say, I'm sorry that what I said upset you. I'm not sorry that I said it.
I'm sorry it upset
sorry
you.
that you're so weak that it upset
I'm
you.
sorry
It's good when
you're
people
upset
fall for that, because then you feel like you didn't give an apology and they feel good.
that they were apologized to, yeah. Meanwhile, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry you got so upset.
Sorry you're so
Sorry, you're
stupid
so
is the
fragile.
subtext.
I don't think that. I'm sorry you're so fragile. I'm sorry you have no sense of humor. There's plenty of apologies that mean nothing.
I'm sorry there's no humor in your life.
I have to pee badly.
Do you? You want to take a little break?
Is that okay? Because I really have to go to the
for a take
Yeah,
it
we
easy
could
here.
like wrap up next. What the hell?
All right, we'll do that then.
All right.
And be right back.
Yeah.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. I had no idea.
Pretty much wrapping up for the day in a few minutes here. Eliza Schlesinger in studio. Gotham Comedy Club tonight through Saturday. Very, very funny comic. Very, very funny female comic.
She's very pretty, too.
Giving her all these compliments.
Thank
She's
you.
not even listening.
pretty girl.
Thank you.
And you're a pretty girl.
Thank you.
You got
You
boyfriend?
hear that, Mom? I don't have a boyfriend.
Why? What's the issue? What's the problem?
No issue. Sometimes you don't have a boyfriend.
Come on.
I had one.
I always say she's funnier than she is good looking.
Whoa, that's
Thank
And
you.
that's a compliment.
That's a
Yeah,
good compliment right
that's
there.
I should do the girl thing and be like, so what does that mean?
You just
marginally
called me
funny.
fat.
You just called me fat subliminally. I heard it. I did.
Oh, so are my thighs funny? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I do have fat thighs. That's
No,
fair.
do you?
No, yes. It's got to go somewhere.
So what happened with the boyfriend?
I had one, and now I don't.
What happened?
Well, he lived far away. It was just not going to work.
Those
How long were you going out?
long-distance
About a year.
relationships.
Is that a long time for you?
That's the standard. We
The
do it. We go
standard?
a year, and then we end it.
Like get a lease?
Who
Yeah.
ended it?
It was mutual. He lived very far away.
It could be mutual when it's done, but someone usually initiates. You don't both open the door and go at the same time, let's break up.
Right.
Oh, hey, owe me
Well,
Coke.
it was in the ether. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
How far away
There
did
was
he
a
live?
constant piss mist
Virginia.
floating over.
That's him. And then he's moving to Dubai for his job. So that's
God.
pretty far.
Who does he fucking work for? Al Qaeda?
Yes,
He works
worked
for the
Al
Mossad.
Qaeda. His parents hated that he dated a Jew, but we made it. We were like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means I'll be dying shortly.
How long have you been single?
6 months.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
Do you date?
I've been on not a lot, but I've been on some dates.
Were they stupid?
No.
They were fun, yeah.
I dated one guy. We went on 5 dates. I have
Whoa.
this thing where I like to
5 dates like
get
married.
drunk with guys, and then I say up front, I'm not going to sleep with you, but you can sleep over. And they never have an issue with it, and we make out and go to bed.
Wow, that sounds
Do they at least jerk
That
off?
sounds awful.
No.
I was like, yeah, that sounds
I've never had a guy
horrible.
have an issue with this, and they call me the next day, and we go out. It's not. Some men aren't pigs.
And you can buy me breakfast.
Some men
Yeah.
aren't pigs.
Some aren't.
I'll tell you why that works though, because you know you're going to get to kiss a little bit, and she's not being a cock tease because she's telling you in advance.
Thank you.
Come over, and I'd like to have you because I'm enjoying you, but I won't fuck you.
You can see me in my underwear, and it'll be great.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Thank you.
But I would
Crazy,
scrap on
though,
the floor though when she
oh
dozed
my
off.
God.
What is scrap?
The load. I would just turn the other way and fucking.
Let me ask you this: you ever break up? I mean, you're married, right?
No.
Okay. You ever break up with someone for something they didn't do, but you think they're gonna do? Here's what it is. This guy told me he liked horseback riding.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Where you get a horse in L.A., I don't know. Like horseback riding.
Instead of Sex in the City.
Right? I couldn't get the image, and this is not anything I'd seen, of him in riding boots and like a Victorian white flowy shirt, horseback
Holy
riding down the
shit.
beach. So I had to break it off
Wow.
because I couldn't have that image and be attracted to him.
Yeah,
As great
yeah.
as he was, as attractive as he was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It really messed with me. So don't tell me about your extracurricular activities if you want to keep it going.
Wow, if that bothers her, I can't wait till she hears 2,000 tranny stories. I want to ask her out just to tell her tranny stories. I can't get that image out of my head of you enjoying that and paying for it.
It just seems more natural than the horse. I
A
don't know
girl in
why.
her panties, though, like in
There is
in
something
the
hot about
house,
that,
absolutely.
it's very hot. But the thing is, like, yeah, it's.
Did you
I
say
mean, it would like panties
in her house? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like you're in like if you're hanging out and you said you get to see me in my panties,
Right.
Like that would just be panties.
Her little jiggly hiney in the panties,
Stop.
like walking around.
That'd
yeah.
be like.
Mom's
No,
listening.
We're drunk and in bed
Mom's
at this point. There's no walking around.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's just laying.
And you
now
don't think
you're
they lift the
sleeping
covers
in the
and-
same bed,
Yeah.
but there's no shenanigans going on.
I've slept in a bed with a lot of my guy friends, too. It's an unhealthy relationship I established right off the
No
bat.
shit.
Just be like, hey, you're drunk. Yeah, just sleep over.
Do you ever wake up with them like just maybe pushing a little on you?
Never happened.
A little,
You're
like,
a sound sleeper.
a little. All of a sudden like he's laying down in bed, his head's on the pillow away from you, his feet are away from you, but he's like arched real close to you in the midsection. He's like doing a bending over backwards
Yeah.
thing.
I think there's something wrong with me. I shouldn't.
No.
I should
Just
have
sleep
grown
heavy.
men sleep over.
I will say
Nah,
this:
it's pretty cool.
the acknowledgement from the beginning would make a huge difference.
Thank you.
Because any other guy's gonna be like, "You're saying there's a chance," like all the way till 3 or 4 in the morning. You're hanging on, thinking it's gonna happen, but you let it know
Yeah.
at like 10 o'clock.
And
Fuck
I
I'll
think it
just get
goes both
wasted.
ways. Especially if a girl, if she sleeps with a guy, let's say it's a one-night stand or whatever, if you know going into it that he's a degenerate that's not going to ever date you, but it's going to be a great one night, I think you can wake up feeling good about that versus being like, yeah, I'd love to hang out some more, and then they don't
Yeah.
call. That's the issue.
But then now, does it go like maybe a couple of dates and this whole pattern happens, and then someday he just wins the lottery and it's like, hey, guess what?
We're going to do it.
You're in.
If we're sleeping together, you're probably my boyfriend at this point. But that's just the way I roll.
Okay.
I just-
All right. Oh, look at you.
I just checked my Twitter.
See, Mom?
A guy goes, "Who's the chick and is she hot?"
What are you going to say?
Oh, and A.
What are you gonna
It's
say?
Eliza Schlesinger, and she is hot.
What is your Twitter name?
Gotham Comedy Club tonight through Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what is your? Oh yeah, we went over this last time. You got Eliza.
ILIZA.
LLIZA.
ILIZA.
She got it.
ILIZ. Wow.
Damn,
I
that's
tweeted
pretty good.
you guys all yesterday.
That's a pretty
I
good
didn't see it.
Twitter right
I'm
there.
going to do it all right now.
That's a good Twitter right there.
I feel dirty because I just Instagrammed a toilet shot. I don't think
You
Instagram
should.
was made for that.
Oh, it totally was.
You think?
Did you use
It's
filters? Did you use the shit filter
I went
on
with
it?
the brown
have
filter.
no-
I went
I
with
have-
Kelvin.
I have no like
finally figured
morals or anything, and I feel like it's awful to tweet that.
You didn't
No, I'm not tweeting
You
it.
Instagram it?
No.
Oh, you can't.
I just talked about picking up a guy's
I finally
scalp.
figured
Yeah,
out
I
what
think
you
that's horrible to do what you
I
just
finally
did.
figured out what how to use the Kelvin filter.
You use the Kelvin filter
I've
for
never
shit.
used Kelvin
You got it.
before.
Of course you do. You use the drama settings for a piss.
That's a gross picture there, Matt Paxton, clutter cleaner on Twitter.
It's a good one.
Matt was telling me he's got all sorts of things going on after Hoarders
Oh, yeah.
ends, whenever that does, by the way.
You got podcasts.
A lot of
and
podcasts, 5 decisions away. Check
5
this out.
Decisions Away. Yeah. Great podcast.
Do you ever find one of these in a hoarder's house? A BlackBerry? What are you doing
No.
with that fucking thing?
This is the best. best.
It stinks.
This is from a guy. Is this a phone holster, Dad?
I know. I will acknowledge Eliza's point. My phone case is horrendous.
It's black with white stitching. Did you get it, Kenneth Cole?
It's indefensible.
It really
It says
is.
Sprint PCS.
I keep it only because it protects my phone when I fall. But I will acknowledge
I
your
fall.
when the phone drops.
You just made it worse. You just made it worse.
Yes. It actually catches my
Onto my cane.
nitroglycerin.
My equilibrium is so off.
I fall all the time.
It has a magnet that sticks to my oxygen tank.
When I drop my phone.
That's funny.
I don't need to justify the BlackBerry. I'll
terrible.
text you any day of the week.
Most people can.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And it doesn't. Okay, the internet is bad, but it's good for texting.
But BlackBerries suck.
No,
I mean,
man.
I had one. They're terrible. They're a
I'll
terrible
stand for a
company.
horse it, but not this.
I was a BlackBerry guy for many years. I had to give.
What about pictures?
I had to give up on
What
it.
about
Sometimes
pictures?
it gets pictures.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so you know.
Yeah, it's
I
the
can get a
worst.
picture. If I go hotspot and I wait for the data to load. I can
Sounds
get a
easy.
picture if
Yeah.
someone.
Sounds great.
I stand very close to a cell phone tower.
And what kind of camera you got on that thing?
An M32 megapixel. I don't. What kind of camera? What
I
kind
know.
of question? I don't
That's
know.
a dumb question.
There's a camera.
There is a camera.
People pick on me for the BlackBerry. I think I'm going to call my hour special. I'm keeping my BlackBerry. That's the whole background's going to be a BlackBerry.
Kind of nice.
I
like
love
that.
it. I do it to be
selling BlackBerries
contrarian,
today.
quite frankly.
It's over, Johnny.
No.
I actually thought they were out of business. I didn't know they were still in
Yeah, I
business.
know. What? They
I'm not
still-
joking, for real.
Where do you get
I don't
parts?
like you.
Where do you get parts for that thing?
At a Radio Shack.
She's got a soldering iron and some resistors.
I gave up on
I
that.
take it to
2
a
years
Middle
ago.
Eastern guy down the street, and he does it for me.
Yeah, I was listening to your text. I was like, I used to love BlackBerry.
Yeah, so
That storm. I still wake up sometimes hating them for the storm.
Yeah.
Which one was the storm?
Well, it was the one that was going
Well,
to
it
bring it
came out-
back on the map.
20 after that one.
This is the most recent one.
Oh, it is?
Is it? And they still got the button. Our people like to feel the button for
We
their
do.
time.
It's a tactile experience. It's an
Isn't
interactive.
that
Like 2 days ago? on
Yeah,
the
we were
show?
just
Yeah,
saying.
you get over
Yeah,
it.
We like the tactile experience.
You
It's
get over it.
important. I can text a whole thing without looking, whereas you have predictive text and it's stupid. You have a stupid phone, Jim Norton.
So I could just talk into it.
Oh, yeah.
I could
You
just.
have me there.
I could just say. Yeah. I hit the fucking Siri button. And
But what about reveling in the experience of a technological evolution? What about enjoying one of the steps of an evolution versus just skipping ahead to the next best thing?
I've had that.
What about nostalgia?
By the way, if you're sleeping with a girl in bed, we also enjoy the tactile experience.
Yeah, well, when I'm sleeping, it's all yours.
Yeah.
I love my BlackBerry.
How rude is that? The sleeping girl feel up.
Hey, what's the matter? Hey, look, if you're dumb enough to doze off, I'm gonna pull the covers back and give you Heine one of these.
Dumb enough to doze off. You're sleeping with a crocodile.
Hey, what do you
Can I
expect?
just say that I know you acknowledge because of the falling that it's awful. That's a deal breaker.
That's
That's a deal breaker.
If you pull out the holster
If you have a
phone-
holster and you're like a young cool guy and that's what you have, that's a deal breaker.
But I'll tell you one thing: if the fucking holster didn't get you, the pictures I have on here would be still.
Of all the things that are Jim Norton, the cell phone holder is the thing that throws you off.
No, do you know what it is? It's
Yeah.
like this used to
Signifies so much
I
more.
used to wear this on the outside of the belt.
You'd wear it.
No, but it's so no. I mean, I'm sorry. No, on the inside of my here's why. On the inside of my pocket, and I shouldn't because it's going to be ball cancer.
your insulin pump. for
But you
when
keep
you
it like
fall.
that, and it keeps it from falling all the way into your pocket. So I would wear it backwards.
Sweet,
like that.
Dad. What else? What are the other ergonomics of a BlackBerry case?
I love it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I will acknowledge it's indefensible.
Yeah, it
Fair
is
point.
bad.
Best part when I fall down.
Yeah.
I need it for when I fall down.
Sometimes Grandpa takes a tumble.
No young woman wants to hear that.
No.
When
When
I
I fall
fall.
down.
Yeah, I need a new case.
Jimmy.
It does have white stitching on it.
I got a guy. I need a case.
He's
looks
got
like
a
a
new
shoe.
one tomorrow
I got it.
morning.
It
He will
looks like
have
a
a new one.
Skechers shoe.
It looks like a Skechers shoe. Or it looks
I'm going to
looks
turn
like
this thing on in the morning. You're going to be talking about your new case that you bought.
tough
Of course
skins.
you will.
No,
Tough skin pants.
And I'll be complaining about
Cool
my
my
fucking.
case is, and it's rubber.
Yeah, but look what it's protecting. Well, why
Matt.
would you have that?
My memories?
I'd be more worried about the case if
My
I dropped
buttons?
this.
Not only is he going to be talking about the case, he's going to have about 10 of them in here tomorrow.
But I'm going to try.
He's going to
new
try
ones.
them all out.
Yeah, I have to.
You're
Why
my
don't you
new-
put it
my-
on like a string, like a yo-yo retractable janitor string, and it just kind of covers.
One of my favorite things now is when you and Bob Kelly get in technology fights.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love it. I love it.
I love
Why,
Bobby.
what does he have?
Bobby has
no
everything.
intelligence whatsoever. He continues to just, he has whatever his idea is, and he goes with it.
The new apps for the iPhone, dude. You got here, boom. You get your coffee. You're playing games. You got maps.
Yeah, dude, you gotta be positive.
Yeah, got to be positive.
Positive.
Bobby. Jesus Christ.
Bob's here tomorrow.
Is he?
As
Great.
is Frank Oz and Anthony Bourdain.
Wow.
Tomorrow's
That's a good
show.
one.
That's
You
awesome.
guys picked the wrong day to come
Oh,
in here.
man.
Sure
Look,
did.
that's pretty much the insult of
Yep.
each other
That's
saying
what we were
you
just
picked
in.
a bad day.
I'd be upset if I was with the guy that cleaned up shit on TV. That'd be kind of a letdown.
I liked it.
Why, you're with people who produce it on radio every day?
Yeah, clean up this mess. Good luck. Good luck cleaning up this shithole.
I want to, I'm looking forward to meeting Frank Oz. Sorry, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. He's a legend, as they say.
So we should go home and get, plenty of rest for the Frank Oz interview.
I guess that's it.
What are
Huh?
you
Let's get the
promoting?
fuck out of here.
The 25th anniversary of Little Shop of Horrors.
Little shop. Okay.
Ah, the Little Shop of Horrors guy.
Oh, and here's what we got to do.
Nice.
I was thinking it was Dr. Oz, and I was like, why is he from? I'm sorry.
Dr. Oz.
I blanked out.
That would be
I
terrible.
was not paying attention.
Oh, that
just
show's
undermined
the worst.
everything I've done.
That
here.
guy moved some product, man.
Oh, my God, it's crazy. Those housewives love him.
I got to hang out with Montel the other day, and he was telling me,
Montel Williams.
"Oh my God, dude!"
Was he talking smack about him?
No, that's like the main show he does now, and because Montel makes all his money selling like blenders and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
He got me on a juice diet, man. I've lost 15 pounds because of that.
Really?
Juice diet. Yeah, it's legit, man.
Is that yours?
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I do like my own homemade. I got
I have an issue with
homemade juice that he got me making on his little blender. It's awesome though. I mean,
So you watched the infomercial.
yeah,
That's
he
what-
is
oh, okay.
But he,
I thought you had an actual
Oh, no,
conversation.
no, actually,
friends.
No, I did. He's actually reached out to me and helped me. He actually got me a product line.
I'm
we're
going to
doing
ask
on
him next
TV.
time I see him in the elevator.
Yeah, he's got me a whole line of cleaning products.
He lives
It's
in my-
unbelievable.
He lives in my building. You want me to
Oh,
ask
does he?
Yeah.
Do you call him
He's
Dr.
awesome,
Oz or
dude,
Mamet?
Nah, he's not approachable. He's a dick.
He looks like a dick.
Really?
He's a dick.
He looks like a dick.
He's really not
Is he?
approachable.
Huge asshole.
Look at
Is
all
he?
these people just bad-mouthing someone you don't even know.
Hey, he lives in my building. I know. He's a dick.
Yeah.
I could say it.
He doesn't look
Sue
like a
me.
nice guy. He
He's
thinks
not a nice guy.
Thinks he's all that.
Does he leave his junk mail on the floor by the mailboxes?
Oh,
No.
bastards.
He's not.
Oh, he's not one of those guys.
Oh, he's not
do
one of
that.
those.
Yeah. He's a dick.
Hey, Dr. Oz, I have a question. What the fuck do you... I ran out of steam on that. But I was going to insult him, basically. It was going to be insulting to Dr. Oz.
Jimmy, tell me about Helium, the second show, so we get out of here.
Yes,
Let's go home.
I have October 25, 26, 27, and they've added a second show on the Thursday because the shows are selling very well.
The Thursday.
And I also have, I wanted to plug Vegas, which is, I think, October fucking the 19th. I don't remember. I should probably know that ahead of time.
All right. Clutter Cleaner on Twitter. We know that, Matt.
At Clutter Cleaner,
We're going to
5
get some
decisions
followers
later.
today. They're loving the toilet pick, and I think that's going to get you
Thank
some
you.
followers today.
Sorry, Grandma.
That's great. Toilet pick gets you
Sorry,
followers.
And
Hey,
the
man.
podcast.
What's the
Wonderful
bills?
world.
How do they find the podcast?
Go
People love your podcast.
Stitcher or iTunes, or you can go right to 5decisionsaway.com.
Cool, man.
And Eliza, of
Matt,
course.
Eliza.
No.
I'll be at Gotham this weekend.
Can
and
I
you
say that?
You can watch my
Gotham?
dating show, Excused. Which is,
Excused.
we just wrapped 230 episodes.
Wow,
Jesus.
that's great.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Episodes.
Yeah. So,
I gotta
second season is currently airing.
Yeah?
Check your local listings. You can go to excusedtv.com. Our website looks like an ad for Herbal Viagra.
Nice.
And I'll show it to you. You'll see what I mean.
Hoarders, Monday nights, A&E.
Yes,
9 o'clock.
yes, of
Sorry.
course, please.
And possibly on the show tomorrow,
Oh, you
I
like
met Oz.
Katie Sunshine.
No way.
Hula Hoop Girl.
Wait, by phone? Ah, son of a bitch.
by phone?
I want her
Yeah.
hula hooping in here.
She's married.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's in Arkansas.
How do you know?
Because I know her full name now.
Oh, damn.
Creep.
No, I
You
just
are a
found out.
goddamn ghoul, Jimmy.
No, I like to learn things. It's all over the internet. It's not a secret.
I'm just joking.
That's not a secret.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
us.
Yeah,
guys.
thank you, guys.
This
Thank
was
you,
fun.
thank you.
Thank you.
You've heard about it. You've waited 4 long hours for it. And now the moment you've waited for rears its ugly nose. Head after Opie and Anthony Live is coming up next.